at all. So let's see, is there anything else?
Just the payment.
Yes, of course. Can I pay you with a credit card?
Yes, sure. We also take checks.
Oh, that's convenient. I'll do that then. I really prefer to pay by check rather than use my credit card.
Now, when they arrive, would you like to pick them up in our office or would you like us to send them to you?
It's rather inconvenient for me to stop by.
I'll go ahead and mail them then. And that's no extra charge.
Oh, good.
One last question, if you don't mind. We routinely survey all our callers just to see how often they read the newspaper.
For years and years, we read the entire paper on a daily basis. But now we're so busy, it seems we don't have time to read like we used to, except on weekends. But still, yes, you can say we read it each day. My husband still does, for sure.
Okay, thanks. Now, ma'am, let's get your address. Lot of a big network checks.
Oh, that's convenient. I'll do that then. I really prefer to pay by check rather than use my credit card.
Now, when they arrive, would you like to pick them up in our office or would you like us to send them to you?
It's rather inconvenient for me to stop by.
I'll go ahead and mail them then. And that's no extra charge.
Oh, good.
One last question, if you don't mind. We routinely survey all our callers just to see how often they read the newspaper.
For years and years, we read the entire paper on a daily basis. But now we're so busy, it seems we don't have time to read like we used to, except on weekends. But still, yes, you can say we read it each day. My husband still does, for sure.
Okay, thanks. Now, ma'am, let's get your address. It's not just a chance to develop a skill, travel, or make friends that's on offer. You could win a gold medal, too. Mitchellstown are hoping to get to the final at the Melody competition in Atlanta. And Black Bell are the current holders of the Countermail Voice Choir Award, which was presented to them by the director of the London Opera just last month. You can also be a part of a recording deal. Mitchellstown has just joined Black Bell and Caroline Singers as recording artists for their first CD, due in shops in December. And if all of that isn't enough, you can also benefit the local community by helping to raise funds for good causes. Mitchellstown regularly performs at functions helping the disabled and the elderly, while Black Bell donates a percentage of its profits to certain local charities. You may feel unable to join a choir because you're worried you'd struggle to find the time to attend rehearsals because of work or family commitments. Well, there is a solution to that. Start your own choir at work. This has been done in companies large and small, and I went to find out about the one at the accountant's John White. The choir's organizer, Elizabeth Arnold, told me the reason she thinks people like the choir. She said that while the thought of a big networking opportunities might be at the back of some people's mind, it's having the opportunity to switch off and focus on something completely different, that they're after. The people that join tend to be fairly competent singers to start with because, naturally enough, people don't want to look bad in front of their colleagues. Companies like John White encourage their employees to set up choirs at work because it can help to create a healthier working atmosphere. For example, people who previously didn't get on can find they have something in common, which is just common sense, really. Elizabeth Arnold also stresses that you don't need a lot of people to get the choir off the ground. They started off 4 years ago with just 5 people. That's now risen to 19, while their average attendance at rehearsals is 12. Many people don't have time to go to rehearsals outside work. However, they find the time to go to them while they're at work. At John White, They found the middle of the day works best because not everyone works the same hours. So, scheduling early morning rehearsals can be problematic. The same is true for late afternoon. Supporting their choir is something that John White are very happy to do. Although members pay a joining fee to cover the cost of refreshments at parties and wear special concert shirts, the company organizes regular sessions with a professional vocal coach free of charge to members of the choir. So, if you'd like more information about the choirs,
Section 3. You will hear a tutor called Dr. Harris and a student called Lisa discussing Lisa's postgraduate research project on the role of health visitors.
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you again, especially since you've chosen to do your master's with us.
Well, I enjoyed my first degree in nursing, and I decided I want to become a health visitor. You know, someone who promotes health and well-being and is part of a team within a community, getting out and meeting people of all ages. So that's why I chose this research project.
Excellent. And your focus, the role of a health visitor in the community, is spot on. But at this stage, you need to keep an open mind so you can respond to initial findings once you get underway.
From what I read, the role seems to vary quite considerably.
Yes, some health visitors tend to focus on liaising with family doctors. Others work independently with new patients. The work of health visitors in future is most likely to rely on the relationship between these roles, and I think that would be an interesting angle for you to pursue at some stage.
Yes, what I really want to impact is the problem of physical development checks, which start with babies when they are only a few days old.
Right.
Another area which I am thinking of investigating is the monitoring of nurseries, which is currently under review, and there is the issue of preschools, at what age they should take very young children. I thought I'd also include childminders, the individuals in the area of Haines that might not be qualified but look after young children.
That's an area I'd stay clear of as it's very complex.
Okay, will do. Anyway, I'd also like to make a short film about a few children.
A good idea. But it will depend on building up a relationship with one or two health visitors willing to introduce you to a family. An opportunity like that would allow you to look at how young children begin to form words, for example.
And peer relationships between children, as well as the ways in which they relate and play